now, ladies and gentlemen, please our next couple, the parents of the groom. So can I please have a big round of applause for Mr. Ross Little and Miss Megan Daly. Couple of groomsmen and bridesmaid. Can I please have a big round of applause for Clement and Daniela? Ladies and gentlemen, our next couple of groomsmen and bridesmaid. Can I please have a big round of applause for Ambrose and Louise? Of groomsmen and bridesmaid. Can I please have a big round of applause for Julian and Margaret? Of groomsmen and bridesmaid, can I please have a big cheer for Isaac and Judith? Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our next couple is our best man and matron of honour, so can I please have a big cheer for Aaron and Sarah? Ladies and gentlemen, can I please ask that you all be upstanding? Wife, Mr. and Mrs. Little! Cheer going around right in the room. Thank you. I'd like to invite our bride and groom to come and take.
Welcome to the family bar. You'll continue to be our favourite son-in-law. I know that you look after Genevieve. You mightn't be too afraid of me, but there are 4 other brothers which we have, and they are 3 of them at the moment are bigger than me. The other 4th one will probably shortly be as well. But yeah, fortunately, you're in their good books, so you're okay. You've had a fairly good taste of the Screwsneys over the last few months, I think. A fair bit of excitement and a bit of challenging to the way, I suppose, your current lifestyle. You've also seen very much the importance of faith to our family, which is also seen in the celebration at St. John the Baptist this afternoon. It's pretty critical. And it was very interesting because when you came to ask for Genevieve's hand in marriage, I put down some conditions for you, because Cynthia didn't know that you were coming to meet me, and so I thought about what would be important for Genevieve, and I knew that Genevieve's faith was very important for her, so when I iterated what those conditions were, about this journey which Genevieve was undertaking, and the importance for you to accompany her on that journey. You said, well, she'd already put down those preconditions anyway, so it was pretty good that she and her parents are in agreement, so that was pretty good. And we're very happy that you've gone and fulfilled those conditions. So tonight was not, today's celebration was not something done under false pretenses, but very much we see how very much you keep your promise, and we very much appreciate that. And we hope that this journey which you're undertaking, which is going to be very important for you and for Genevieve, is where you discover what God wants to do with your lives. There's going to be lots of joys, lots of sufferings, but lots of growth as well. and we hope that this journey will help to enlighten you, and we also hope that our future daughter-in-laws will also follow the same path. It's interesting when we asked Genevieve why she chose you. She said, "Oh, he's just like Papa." Other than Cynthia thinking, "Well, you really haven't learned much from me," but yeah, I'm thinking, "Oh, well, she chose a tall, dark, and handsome guy," and I'm thinking, "No, I don't tick any of those boxes." So, anyway, but you do, but yeah, we can't have it all. The other interesting thing is that Genevieve's always been a little bit concerned about her height. So she was always known as Genevieve Little. Sorry, she was always known as Little Genevieve. Now she's known as Genevieve Little. And people say that God does not have a sense of humour. Genevieve's always been had a sense of adventure even from birth. She's always given us a sense of adventure. Many of you would be aware that she was born in Saudi Arabia, and in Saudi Arabia, it's a very strict Muslim country where the men and women are kept very much apart. If you've got a restaurant, you'll have a men's section and you'll have a women's section or a family section. If you've got a hospital, you've got a men's section and you've got a women's section. If you've got having a function at the zoo, you'll have a women's day and you'll have a men's day. Everything is kept very separate. If you have a wedding celebration, like today, you'd have a men's hall where all the men would go, and you'd have a women's hall where all the women would go. So the bride would go with women, and the groom would go with the men. And I've been to one of those celebrations. Pretty boring, but yeah, okay. Even without the lack of alcohol and so on, but yeah, but pretty boring. So when Genevieve was going to be born, when Cynthia was going to give birth to her, we took her to the hospital, and they, unbeknownst to Cynthia, they put her in the men's ward because it was full. And when Genevieve was born, the nursery is in the women's ward, in the women's section of the hospital. And of course, Cynthia decides, well, time to feed the baby. Where is she? Where's my daughter? Where's my daughter? So she goes wandering in the 90s through the men's ward looking for her daughter. And of course, the nursing staff are apoplectic because they're worried they're going to get arrested, be thrown in the jail together with Cynthia because what a scandal has been caused. So Cynthia said, so they brought Genevieve to her, and then Cynthia said, look, if you don't let Genevieve stay with me or do something about it, I'm going to go wandering in my 90 through the men's ward until I find my daughter again. So, breaking the hospital rules, they decided that they'll leave Genevieve with Cynthia, so they did that. Now, that was not the only time, because when Cynthia was released from hospital, there was also some further incidents where she was offered a free ride in a police car, and but her mother happened to rescue her from that. But anyway, that's another story. So there are lots of adventures which we had. Even to get to that stage was something tricky, because we'd been married for a number of years. Looked like we wouldn't be able to have any children. And like those who know the story about Abraham, he had to go to the desert to get some children. Well, we had to go to the desert of Saudi Arabia to find out how to make children. And even though Saddam Hussein was throwing Scud missiles at us, even though we had to go and stay in the desert in a tent where temperatures were below zero, and Genevieve was born there. And so through a lot of those kinds of issues, we found that Genevieve gave a lot of sense of adventure to us. as she grew up, she always had that spirit of adventure. And so she had many different exciting events happening in her life. I do remember her, I think it was a grade 4 teacher, Mr. Davidi. She had a stand-up argument with him about faith. And I had to go cap in hand to him and say, "Excuse me, Mr. Davidi, he is right, you are wrong." Okay? And fix that up. So there's many different things where if you know anything about Genevieve, her sense of adventure, she's travelled a lot around the world. She's gone to Machu Picchu, gone to Bali doing bungee jumping with bicycles and motor scooters, bungee jumping in New Zealand, and even now from here she's heading off tomorrow to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, which if you have a chat to one or two of the people here, you'll find that it's a pretty tough thing to do. So Genevieve got a real sense of adventure, which I'm sure Byron is going to learn to appreciate. For those who've got mobile phones, which is probably 95% of the people here, if you go to the internet and you look up the Urban Dictionary, there's a description for Skrewsny. It says, mysterious and full of wisdom, cheeky and out to kill. And if you want to have a look at a typical sentence, it says, that girl has a Skrewsny look about her. I'll let you guess who put that entry into that Urban Dictionary in 2007. So that's 11 years ago. So yeah. Now, Genevieve is quite a rich person, okay, because she's rich in faith, and which she's passing on to Byron, and Byron has had a taste of that over the last year. Many tastes of that, should I say, many feasts. Today had further feast. But also she happens to be a landholder, as Byron is a landholder. Her landholding is slightly smaller than his. Hers is about a foot square in Scotland. So she's actually allowed to be called Lady. So according to the Australian Tax Office, she is known as Lady Genevieve Skrewsny. Marry a little lady. There are three key women in her life who've had a great influence on her. There's the two grandmothers, so there's Bubby, my mother, and there's Nanny, my mother-in-law, from two different migrant backgrounds. So she's learned a lot of their history, a lot of the sufferings which I've gone through, a lot of the cooking skills which I've had, and they will certainly sorely miss her when she migrates to that little provincial town of Sydney further north of here. There's also Cynthia, who is very spontaneous, very extrovert, I suppose, and who has given Genevieve a lot of characteristics which drive her in the needs of what she needs to do. Genevieve's been very outgoing in terms of interest in people, looking after, she's involved in a group against anti-slavery, people smuggling, slavery for sex slavery, etc. In Australia and around the world. She's done contributions to the Australian Parliament, Federal Parliament on that. She used to play the violin, used to play at old people's homes, so playing that for them, teaching violin to children, so she's very interested in helping people, and certainly has got a great heart there. It's interesting because when she was born and we came back to Australia, and you'd have to take her for her to the district nurse, and the district nurse looks at her and says, yeah, fine. And then you take her to the doctor says, oh, don't know about her. You know, there's lots of things wrong with her. you know, she's got these problems and this problem, she's got a poor heart problem, she's got this problem, that problem. Anyone who knows, when you're sticking cold electrodes on a 8-month-old child and the child starts to wriggle, which means the reading becomes a bit poor, you can understand why they were not impressed with the reading they were getting. But anyway, anyone who knows Genevieve knows that she's all heart, so there's certainly no problems there. I'd like to thank the priests who celebrate with us, Father Edwin, Father Crispin, Father Ian Ransom, who's our former parish priest in Altona Meadows, and also Father Eric, my brother, who's flown down from Sydney to celebrate with us, and who's certainly been very much supportive of the journey which we've begun. I'd like to thank our first community who have provided us a means of developing our faith for Cynthia and I, which we've tried to pass as best as we could to our children, which has been often very difficult because of our own sins, our own problems, trying to pass it on, but which we've done as best as we could. But we've very much appreciated, and certainly the singing and the celebration which we had today in the church is as a consequence of the journey which we've begun many, many years ago, which we're passing on to this young couple here who also will be beginning their own journey as they go along in their life together. Yeah, just about finished.
If it's only daughter, give him a go.
Yeah. I'm also on page 2 there.
Is that 3 and 4?
I suppose the one thing which thing about what influenced Genevieve also has been certainly been the military. It started off when she was in the womb, and the Scud missiles flying over us in Riyadh, and then when we were in the desert. Then when we came back, after we came back, Genevieve joined the Army Reserve, travelled around, did many different driving adventures with that, and then when she had a bit of time to kill, she decided she'd join the ship, the Tobruk, and sail out into the Indian Ocean looking for people who had got lost on their way, and towing them back to the country where they'd come from so that they wouldn't be lost. Particularly Sri Lanka. And she really enjoyed that experience. Now, also during that time was a time that she met Byron, and so it's thanks to, I suppose, some of that we've got to give thanks to them for being able to provide somewhere where she's been able to find a partner which she wants to share the rest of life with. Thank you also here for coming to celebrate with us. We very much appreciated your time and your support for us during this period of time. We hope that you've enjoyed the celebrations, and I'd like to propose a toast to Brian and to Genevieve that God may help them to continue to support them, that God may continue to support them, help them to grow during the times of trial as well as times of good times, knowing that He's there to help them to grow. To Byron and Genevieve.
Okay, I'm not going to be long. Really. A few people have been asking me this week what marriage advice I'd give to Genevieve and Byron. And I thought long and hard. Look at 20 seconds. And I thought about our marriage. Now, I saw that one night we are an odd couple. I'm okay with that. We're like chalk and cheese, people would say. But I'd say we're more like cheese and crackers. You mature age vintage cheese, and I'm crackers. So when I asked Genevieve, what do you like about Byron? What is it? She said to me, the one said, reminds me of Papa. And I said, oh my God, did I not teach you anything? But then I realised she had found her anchor. She had found her rock. She had found her mainstay. She had found someone reliable, dependable. She had found her buoy in a storm-tossed sea. She had someone who was unflustered, unflappable, unruffled, steadfast. So Byron, should you ever get hold of that routine, fear not, because Genevieve knows how to make fireworks, knows how to put on fireworks. She can put on a bang, she can make an explosion, and she's had expert training from all people in our house. They're experts in fireworks, literally. Because when the fireworks went off in our house, not only did it attract the neighbourhood, but also the boys in blue. And often we'd get the boys in blue visiting our house to see what other entertainment we have showcasing for the neighbourhood. So yes, your life's going to be adventurous. I also want to thank Byron because today he's bestowed on me a new title. A new title he has, yes, I am the mother-in-law. I don't know, but Byron, I am trusting you that with your help, you are going to make me the best mother-in-law I've ever had. And I know, Byron, when you invite me to your house and you say, make yourself at home, feel free, regard this as your home, make this as your home, I know what that means. Not like some mother-in-laws who've gone and sold the house or put it up for B&B. Now, I can say, Genevieve, what can I say? I've tried giving you a sister. God knows I've tried. I was ordained that I should have 4 brothers, you know. And, you know, I've seen today, you know, I just want you to remember your 2 marriage vows. The second one I find is the second one, to raise your children in the faith, because that is so difficult, really hard. But today when I saw this celebration, it gave me great joy, because I felt I must have done something right. Not just on. It was a beautiful celebration, and you were Byron. The last thing I want to say is really marriage. It is a journey. It's an adventurous journey. Everyone loves to travel. To me, marriage is like a Star Trek. Yeah, literally Star. You heard it said in the start of Star Trek how it says space the final frontier. Well, marriage is a frontier. It's a new frontier for you. It's for your pioneers. You are settlers in a new frontier. You've heard it said you're going to explore brave new worlds. Well, in marriage you explore new worlds. What it's like for a mortgage, what it's like to share the bathroom, what it's like who's going to put new things in the pantry, new cooking smells, new cooking. It is. You're going to explore new worlds. He said to seek out new life and civilizations. Well, in this case, you are going to not seek out new life, you're going to create life with children. Many children. And any socialist will tell you that the fabric and the beating heart of a civilization is a family. And that's what you're going to create, a family, a new civilization, your civilization. And it's also said you're going to boldly go where no man has boldly gone before. Marriage is like that. Many people don't do the trip, but you have boldly gone there. You've boldly gone there, you've taken on an adventure. You've gone there. And then also, to do this Star Trek, you need a ship. Right? You need a ship. The ship to navigate you through the void, to protect you from the aliens. Well, that's your ship today. You are in a ship. It's called the Holy Roman Catholic Church. So don't abandon ship. It will help you. And the last thing I want to say is I want to thank the 2 people that brought Byron here today. And I'm not talking about the best man, and I'm not talking about the chauffeur. I'm talking about Ross Little and Megan Daly, because today I cherish you as one of my dearest friends. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies.
So,
Yes, guys. Welcome and thank you all for coming. Thank you. You're a good part of today, absolutely. Now, first I'd like to start to say how exquisite my sister is tonight. Honestly, she is glowing, guys. Seriously, look at her. Byron, soak it up, mate. Soak it up. I grew up being looked after a lot with my sister. She's my older sister, so she takes care of me. That's the line. We all know that. Now, Genevieve, you were the first person to drop me on my head. I mean, looking up. But you were also the first person to pick me up, I think, yeah? I'm not sure about that. You were the first person to punch someone who dacked me and made fun of me in primary school. I remember that in grade 1, and I didn't thank you, so thank you very much. You were also, you're remarkably intelligent. You've taught me theories of Sigmund Freud, and you've taught me how to cheat at army drills when I was going through that horrendous place. So thank you again for that as well. Genevieve, you have grown up into a fine-natured and beautiful woman. You're the most loving person I know. You've kept me and these 3 mongrels in line, and you now have another one to keep in check just as well. And Byron, you've came into this family, and I know this family, we're a bit crazy, alright? You came as an unfamiliar personality to all of us. We are a loud and very attention-focused family. I think you only know the attention when you're in army at work. Genevieve is eccentric, or you could just say she's plain full on. And Byron, you're the cool breeze on a hot day to our family. That is absolutely the truth. He's standing there and he's chilling everyone out. Byron, you're the most respectful man for my sister, and I know that you will treat her right, as she will to you. I'm proud to call you my new brother. I couldn't be happier for the 2 of you, bottom of my heart, and so I'd like to raise a toast to the new addition to our family, Byron and Genevieve Little. Thank you, and cheers, Byron and Genevieve.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, for your speech on behalf of the groups, and big round of applause to Isaac.
Louise and Daniela. So, as you remember, when we were younger, you used to always pray for sisters. I remember every Eucharist, every prayer thing that we had together. But I think little did you realise you had 4 sisters right here, and today you have a 5th one added to the family. And I guess we like to say that you're a sister because you really have that loving and caring personality. As Isaac pointed out, you really care for us, and that's what makes us feel so important that, you would consider us as family. We really can't express how happy we are for the both of you and how proud we are to have stood by your side to witness your marriage to Byron. A match made in heaven, and we thank you for letting us for being part of this special day. Oh, and Byron, just warning you, even though you're taking her to Sydney, don't think you won't be seeing us. You'll still be seeing plenty of us. Yeah, sorry, but you can't have royalty yourself. And knowing us, I'm also from Canberra, there's no beaches there. So. Now, although I think most of us will agree that Genevieve and Byron are polar opposites, as has been mentioned before, I think it's safe to say that God has made Byron for Genevieve and Genevieve for Byron. We know Byron is not a man of many words, but Genevieve's bubbly personality really makes up for it. And when you fall short in height, Byron makes up for it. We both have a great appetite for adventure and good food, and I think all of these things make for a perfect match. So we want to wish you all the best in your journey together from here on in, and may God bless you and keep you always.
Thank you, Jim. can I please have your biggest cheer for our bride and groom? Let's give them a big cheer, come on. There you go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Just in case we haven't met yet, I'm Byron. And on behalf of my wife and I, I'll just take this moment to thank you all for coming. I know it's a bit of a hike from one side of the city to the other. I'd especially like to thank the people that came from overseas. David and Monique, Marissa and Jeff, Lily and Sophie. I'd like to... Also like to thank the people that came from interstate, our family and friends, and all those that might need to take a day off tomorrow thanks to this free wine. I'd like to thank Father Eric and the assistant priest for your blessing on our marriage. I'd also like to thank the cantors for singing, everyone that helped out setting up with the church, Uncle George and Auntie Karen for the centerpieces, Angelica for providing the flowers, Bronte for this beautiful and no doubt delicious cake that is no longer in front of me, the fabulous looking bridesmaids for keeping my wife's nerves, and Jamie, the man responsible for this moment some 3 years ago, putting this all in motion when he introduced us. You little cupid over there. I think Jamie's over there in the morning. I'd like to thank my family, Mum and Dad, for, having me. You put up with me for a while now, for many years. Finally, I've got to stop all these questions, all these Christmas time questions of when are you getting married, when are you children, are you married? But seriously, you've always been there for me, and I'm very fortunate, proud to have you as my mum and dad. Yeah, thank you. My new family, the Screwsy brothers. Sounds like it'd be quite difficult dating a girl with 4 brothers, but luckily they're all younger than me. So it's good.
4 of us.
Yeah, I don't really say that. No doubt there'll be many years to come where they push the limits of safety and I have to try and reel them back in. Ron, Cynthia, mother-in-law, you welcomed me into your home from day one, and I thank you for not banishing me on day one. You've treated me as one of your own. And thank you for raising such a beautiful, fine young girl. And we hope to raise our own children just as well. Finally, to my wife. Someone once said it's... where was I? Someone wise once said, I just heard it on Facebook, that you should marry someone you like doing the shopping with. And I found that in Jen. When you enjoy doing the little things in life, you know you're meant to be. So Jen says that all the time. It wasn't always smooth sailing at start. She told me how to pronounce her name the correct way before we went any further. That actually took longer than I'm proud of. So for those that don't really know me well, I'm not really one for speeches and words. And Jen told me if I'm not teary by the end of this, then you're doing it again. I told her one way or another you'll be crying. Just to finish off, Jennifer, my wife, make me the happiest I've ever been. I can't wait to travel the world with you and start raising a family.
Sorry, probably all really sick of speeches, but I only got this once. Anyway, so now that Byron has thanked, well, my husband has thanked the majority of the things, there's only a few people I'd like to mention. Firstly, Mama and Papa, you have taught me what marriage should be, not because you don't fight, our whole street and our whole neighbourhood knows you do, but because you forgive. And no marriage, no matter how amazing the groom is or the bride, no marriage can last without forgiveness. So thank you for teaching me that. Mama, people say that I am exactly like you, and when I think of your main qualities, vicarious, curious, stubborn, demanding, fight for what you believe in, a thirst for life, and perhaps a little irrational, I think they're probably right. You've taught me to stand up for what is right, even if no one else will, not to lower my dreams to fit in with those around me, and if I get a fine, a doctor's certificate saying I had heart palpitations will get me out of it. Thank you for everything. You'll never be forgotten and you'll always be welcome in our home. Papa, some girls have daddy issues, but not this one. You've always supported me, giving me interesting articles to read, beat me in chess, just today, again, and given me a love for cheese. You are kind, patient, easygoing, and interested in a myriad of things. When I was younger, I prayed to God for a husband exactly like you, but with more hair. Lo and behold, God does answer prayers. Thank you for giving me an ideal model to aim for. I once came crying to you after an argument with Mama and asked you how you could be so patient. You told me that St. Paul said, the moment you think you are better than someone is the moment you're not. So I hope to take this wisdom with me into my marriage. My brothers, you've been with me through thick and thin, not quite by choice, but never really complain. You're always up for an adventure, and there's never a dull day with any of you in my life. I will definitely miss you. Julian refusing to wear pants on Fridays. Clement wanting to buy everything every week. Ambrose with your duck noises or your general noises. And maybe even squeaks of our bunk bed. And Isaac, who gave me the confidence to stay away from anybody who couldn't ride a dirt bike. I will really, really miss you, and you'll always have a room in our house, even if I have to kick Byron out. But no, there's always be a room for you. I want to quickly thank Bubby and Nanny for their endless conversations, food, and moral support throughout our whole relationship. Your wisdom has been indispensable. And now to Byron and my family. And you all thought he wouldn't get married. In all seriousness, I want to sincerely thank you for welcoming me into your family. You all love to cook and I love to eat, so I think we get along just fine. Megan and Ross, you loved him from the first breath. Please know that I will do my best to love and care for your son just as you did. Although Megan, I don't think my cooking will ever reach your standards. And now to my amazing husband. We've certainly had our challenges and the journey has not always been straightforward, but I knew you were worth keeping the moment you offered me the last piece of your brownie 2 years ago at breakfast. You've accepted things most men wouldn't and waited for things even fewer would. You don't stop me from eating dessert first, and you didn't run away when you saw how my family drives or heard them sing happy birthday. When we went out for dinner and you ordered the gnocchi and had to Google what ravioli was, I thought to myself, I'm going to have to teach this guy a thing or 10. But it turns out it was you who taught me. You taught me that getting a full-time job won't kill me, and that buying travel insurance doesn't mean I'm not a real traveller. You taught me that actions speak louder than words, although I'm still getting used to that, and that God provides answers in the most unlikely places. But most of all, you've taught me that getting married doesn't mean the adventures in life stop, but that instead I will always have someone by my side experiencing them with me. I look forward to loving and annoying you all the days of our lives.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get 3 cheers for the bridegroom. Hip it! Hip it! Hip it! Wonderful, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let us come to the end of our speeches. So once again, big round of applause to all of our speakers and their kind words. Thank you. So that has come to the end of our speeches. We'll be back with you very, very soon with a very special tribute.
Lost in the moment, each other's face. So much love going on in this place. Like there's nobody else in the world. I was enough for her not long ago. I was her number one. She told me so. And she still means the world to me. Just so you know. So be careful when you are my girl. Time changes everything. Life must go on, and I'm not gonna stand in her way. I love her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath to breathe, when she first loved me, I knew the love of the Father was you. And I pray that she finds you someday, but it's still